Hi, I'm Reverend Dr. Xenia Barnes, also known as RDB Speaks, and today we're talking about the foundations of emotional intelligence. As a social behavior scientist and a leadership coach, emotional intelligence comes up a lot in my field. And some of the key questions, or not key, but questions that I often get is one, how do you personally define emotional intelligence? And for me, and with my knowledge, my background and expertise, I say that defining emotional intelligence is your ability to recognize, understand, and skillfully navigate emotions, both our emotions, but also others' emotions. It's not about being nice or suppressing difficult feelings, but developing the capacity to use emotional information as data to make better decisions and to build stronger relationships. And so that's the best way to define or point out or break down what emotional intelligence is. Another question I often get are, what are the key components of emotional intelligence, and how does it show up in our everyday life? And this ranges for different people because we're all different. We all bring our own experience and background when we enter a room or a situation. But what remains the same no matter what is the four components, and one being self-awareness, another being self-regulation, social awareness, and relationship management. So when you think of self-awareness shows up when you notice you're getting triggered before you react. Your self regulation is pausing to choose your response rather than being hijacked by your emotions. And your social awareness is reading the room. How many of you have come into a room and you like, oh, I don't know what's going on here, but this seems a little bit off, right? That is your social awareness. That is that part of the emotional intelligence that's allowing you to recognize the energy and recognize what's happening in the room, and then being able to navigate how you proceed within that space. And then relationship management is knowing how to have difficult conversations that strengthen rather than damage connections. And that's the one of the most important things, is being able to have tough discussions when it's a situation that may make you uncomfortable, but understanding that it's important to have that so that your relationship can move forward and you don't lose value in friendships or even coworkers. Being able to articulate what the thing that happened and separate the thing that happened versus your personal feelings about the person. And so that's where you begin to build and understand how to navigate relationship management. Another question that often comes up, especially when I'm working with leaders, is why is emotional intelligence often seen as just as important as IQ in today's world? And that's a great one because in the world of AI and everything that's going on with social media and all the things that we have that we often find ourselves engulfed in, because technical skill only gets you so far. In our interconnected world, success depends on collaboration, adaptability, and resilience. And so, all of which requires emotional skill. And emotional skill is something that is developed over time. And so, that's why emotional intelligence is just as important as IQ, because you can be the smartest person in the room, but if you can't manage your stress or communicate effectively or even understand what motivates others, then you'll struggle to lead. You'll struggle to be innovative. You'll struggle to innovate and be innovative or maintain relationships. So those are three of the biggest questions that I often get when I'm working with leaders or I'm doing workshops about emotional intelligence. So drop a comment if this is something that resonates with you, if you learned something new, if you had an aha moment about something that I said. Like and share. this little short video, and come back for more, because the next video, part 2, I'm going to go over some more questions about emotional intelligence, because there are so many avenues and aspects and just so much more that we can talk about. I could spend a whole day on emotional intelligence. So I look forward to seeing you and chopping it up with you again. Yes, RDB Speaks.